We got some of these beautiful shots too. I want to show you what John and Louise Wallset found out that they took this from a drone, actually, that they popped up into the air last night from the perspective of Edgewood. So this is before the moon rose over the Sandias from, the city's perspective. So yeah, very cool times to live through, but we also are going to be looking at the possibility of those drier conditions, which allowed us to see it so well, sticking around. In fact, it is warmer today, 94 degrees out there, if you believe it, at the Sunport. You can see that right now as far as rain goes. Higher elevations, once again, southwestern New Mexico getting those really good rain chances. And that starts to sort of stretch in an isolated way up toward areas like Zuni, Pueblo. Hit and miss, of course. This is not steady rain. Also up toward Gallup and the Grants area. And here in central New Mexico, no rain to speak of here in Albuquerque, but nearby, at least in the mountains, we're talking about some isolated rain showers in the Sandia Mountains and out toward Moriarty, where we're getting just some spot storms out there. So if you are getting some rain on the ground, consider yourself fortunate, because it's not happening everywhere. Even in the North Mountains, where we always see a lot of activity, it's just very isolated in nature. You can see from Taos down there toward Las Vegas, mainly in the mountains, not really hitting areas like Mora and Las Vegas. And I'm going to be keeping my eye on the Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon burn scar, because anytime we get rain there, I have to be extra vigilant to make sure that there's no flooding within those burn scars. But yeah, that's a picture. You can see most areas across the east are pretty dry. Southern New Mexico as well, and those temperatures are going to be on the rise. So the moon is still going to look very full for tonight. Remember, it is about 17,000 miles closer to Earth, so that makes it appear larger and brighter. So enjoy the show. Yesterday was the peak. For tomorrow, it's going to be even hotter across southeastern New Mexico. We will see the possibility of some cloud cover, some moisture moving over to the western area of the state, but most of the state is going to remain dry. And that takes us into the holiday weekend. Labor Day weekend starting out mostly dry for almost all of New Mexico. Best rain chances remain out toward the west, northwestern areas of the state by Sunday, but really those outdoor activities across most of New Mexico looking dry. And that takes us into Labor Day. It's going to be hot throughout New Mexico. Most areas will also be pretty dry as well. And as we look at the southeast, you're going to be noticing these temperatures on the rise. So already flirting with triple digits for areas like Roswell and Carlsbad, but by this weekend and especially the beginning of next week, unfortunately, triple-digit heat is going to be returning because of the lack of rain. Tomorrow across the southwest, even in the mountainous locations, they're going to be hard-pressed to actually get that rain on the ground because that dry air is really putting up a fight. Across northwestern areas of the state, as far as Farmington goes, actually backing down a little bit with those rain chances. So we're talking about 10% for tomorrow and Saturday. For the North Mountains tomorrow, I'm calling for 80s, about 93 degrees in Espanola. 7-day forecast for Santa Fe looking drier than we've been seeing. I think that we're going to be trending into a drier pattern as we move toward the northeast for tomorrow, and that takes us into the holiday weekend as well. All right, so the East Mountains, we're going to be seeing those temperatures in the 90s from Moriarty and Estancia, and from Belen to Bosque Farms into the Albuquerque metro, it's gonna be a hot one. Looking for some valley locations to get up to the mid-90s. Rio Rancho, I'm predicting 93 degrees, and you'll notice those rain chances, well, they've gone away for now, but I'm expecting by Monday those temperatures will be steady at 90 degrees.